Hi, everybody, and welcome to soccermag.com. I've got Dylan Johnson, DJ, in the house. And Dylan, you're off to Liverpool this weekend.
I am indeed.
How much money do I pay you?
Not enough.
Yeah, that seems like a bog standard answer. But when someone's going off to see the opening of Bournemouth versus Liverpool, congratulations! You must be
Thank you.
so amped.
I'm very excited, yeah. Community Shield made me a little bit nervous, but I think still very excited, yeah.
I don't know if the Scouser pubs have become woke yet, but it should be raucous. You should be able to get stuck in there in a good fight if you want.
We'll see. I've been training Drickuses on Sunday, so I'm on the card.
Have you been still noxing?
I have indeed.
Okay, good. You'll need one for the flight. Let's get into it. Bournemouth versus Liverpool. Liverpool have spent 300 million pounds, which is about 1.2 billion. I don't know. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money on assembling a team. And the game against Crystal Palace, you could argue they should have lost in the second half, but I didn't see. It was just a charity shield. Liverpool are not infamous for their charity shield wins, are they?
Well, I think the stat also is that only one team has won the Community Shield and won the title in the past 15 years.
Yes, and that's why everybody should be worried now.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
It's all a part of the master plan.
Well, everybody starts off with zero, and at the end of the year, I think Liverpool have a great chance to repeat. And in this match, it's not so much. If you look at where Bournemouth finished last year, they did well. They're a victim of their own success. And what I mean by that is they've lost Milos Kerkez for 40 million. They've lost Dean Huyson for 50. And now today or last night, Ilya Zabanye. Gosh, sorry, man.
That's fine.
Is moved to Paris Saint-Germain. So their defense is
They've been properly butchered.
They have been properly butchered. Well said. I see a 3-0 win for Liverpool here. I see their team clicking in. The rust is off after the Charity Shield, and they put Bournemouth to the sword. I'm sorry, 3-0 facing disheveled Bournemouth, who will just be trying to hang on.
I think I like the 3 goals.
Yeah.
I do think from the Community Shield, though, like Liverpool's problems are definitely in defence. The first half was really good going forward.
Yeah.
But second half, as soon as some substitutes were made, I mean, Virgil van Dijk didn't have his greatest game. Mo Salah didn't have his greatest game. But again, it is the Community Shield. It's still pre-season.
Yeah.
I do think Liverpool at this point are still too vulnerable defensively to have a clean sheet. So I think Bournemouth will get a goal, especially with their forward lines pretty much untouched. And they do have great players going forward.
Let me ask you a question here.
Yeah, go for it.
Because you're spending so much money going to this game, I imagine it's costing you a fair bit of penny, yeah?
Decent.
Are you going to cheer all 4 goals, even when Bournemouth score?
No.
Okay. I had to ask. I might be.
Maybe if I put an exact 3-1, 3-1 bet, but I don't think I'll stay away from that.
That's wonderful, man. I'm so glad you're going. I hope you have a great time. But my score is 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah,
Sorry, 3-0 Liverpool.
I go 3-1.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Villa versus Newcastle.
Okay. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. To me, Aston Villa at home, Newcastle, Isak, I will not play for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Edict has come down from him. I've never met him, but I've never seen an unhappier player at somewhere. And Newcastle are not a feeder team, as Alan Shearer said this week in a quote. How do you? I mean, everybody suspects he's going to be with Liverpool in 2 weeks. What's your feeling when you've got a guy that doesn't want to play for you, who's so prolific at scoring, traveling away to Aston Villa? I wouldn't say you got a settled Newcastle.
No, I think Newcastle. It has been I think we've spoken about it before, like a seriously humbling transfer window for them because they have made a rapid jump up the table from when they were taken over, and in the past couple seasons, just the market they're targeting for players. They're in the Champions League now.
Yeah.
They are competing now with Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea, etc.
I would say not very well.
Exactly, and I think they're finding that out the hard way.
Yeah.
And now they've also gone to a point similarly to Bournemouth where they've elevated themselves in the table. They've grown, developed these players massively, And when you have elite talent, but you're not necessarily an elite side competing for the Champions League and Premier League regularly, the big guys come and they say, here's a ridiculous amount of money. I'm taking your player, whether you like it or not.
What do you do?
I mean,
You take the money and run.
Take my Liverpool lenses off. I think
You can't take your Liverpool lenses
I can't,
off,
but
man.
I think it is better.
But you've
to sell
got
him.
you've got a permanent set of Liverpool eyes, man.
Yeah. But I mean, Liverpool have been in a similar situation before
Yeah.
with Luis Suarez, with Coutinho, and it benefited the team when you sell that one guy that's, causing problems and you're getting Van Dijk, Alisson, etc.
And Aston Villa, and Arsenal as well, when they sold that one guy who was causing all this shit.
They've had a couple, I think,
The striker.
Aubameyang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aubameyang.
I think...
Yeah. Look, when
long
someone
term,
wants to go and says they refuse outright to play for you,
you don't really have another choice.
no.
Especially when they're worth that much money.
The only thing that does is drive down the price. Because next year he's an unrestricted free agent. So what can they do? Bench him this year? I don't know. It's an awkward scenario you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
Anyway, I suspect Aston Villa will win this game 2-1.
I agree.
Aston Villa's had a very neutral ins and outs this year. They've stayed the same. Another year under the manager, a bit more experience. 2-1 for me, Aston Villa.
I agree. I'm also going to give Villa a home win. I think also 2.29 at home. I like that for Villa. I think Newcastle, it won't be an easy game, but they've so many problems off the pitch. Recruitment hasn't been great. Morale can't be that high right now.
No,
so I've got to back the more stable home team.
Yeah. Brighton, Fulham.
Another good game. I like Brighton here. I think Fulham last season were also another one of those teams similar to Bournemouth, and I think Brighton at home.
They should.
You got to back them.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2. I'm going to go 2-1 as well there.
I think also like roughly a 1-goal margin, maybe 1-0, 2-1.
Now West Ham didn't get off to a great start last year, I don't believe.
Not at all.
And halfway through the year, the jockey got the reins, and they were looking all right. Sunderland at home. They haven't made a lot of investments, have they?
They've spent a lot of money, but what they've done is they've just bought quite a lot of players. It's almost there hasn't been anyone for like 40 or 50 million. It's been quite a few 20-ish million pound players.
What does 20 million pounds get you now?
A trip to Sunderland. I don't know. I think like they bought Granit Xhaka, which is a good signing, but he is in his 30s now. He might not be the most athletic, but I think he is a very good signing.
Yeah, it's kind of like they put a couple glosses of paint on an old team, just to look a bit better. I don't know if that's smart money in terms of that. I
think some of the signings they have made are good, but I think what they were working with already, they needed a lot of improvement. Otherwise, they would have been the worst team in the Premier League, I think.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to go for here? 1-1.
I agree. I think Sunderland, first time back in the Premier League in ages, at home, they're going to be motivated. West Ham are kind of an unknown entity at this point.
Yeah.
I also think Sunderland might get something out of this. I'm going to go for 1-1 as well.
1-1. Tottenham versus Burnley.
I think this is a banker. I think Spurs have to smash Burnley. Yeah.
What's the odds on it?
It's only 1.36 for Spurs win.
I think Spurs win 3-1.
I'm going to go 3-0.
Okay, well, you're just a bit ballsy.
Yeah.
And then we have Wolves versus Man City. Every game's anticipated at the start of the season, We don't even get into flipping past teams yet.
Yeah.
Wolves haven't done a lot.
Yeah, they've lost Cunha, who was their main source of goals last season. Yeah. And I think, but Wolves have kind of been a bogey team for City. They always cause them problems.
Yeah.
I think also Man City have had a lot of changes. They've signed over the past 6 months, 7 players. They've lost De Bruyne. They're still looking to make more changes.
So you don't see the fluidity with Man City in
I don't, but I still think they'll get a win. I think they still have too much quality. I'm going to go for maybe a 2-0 Man City win. I know it's away from home. It's a tough game to start the season, but
yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 away from home as well. So I agree with you on that. And then we have Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. This should be a cracker because I think Crystal Palace and what I've seen and what they've done, they haven't moved anybody out, they haven't moved anybody in. They were certainly one of the better teams towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Their Charity Shield show that they've got some
firepower.
Got some firepower. But then you got Chelsea, the reigning World Club champions. I like a feisty affair here, depending on who's refereeing. I don't know, but I see Chelsea edging this 2-1.
Yeah, I also think Chelsea will win this game, but Palace will definitely make a game out of it. I'm also going to go maybe a 2-1, 1-0 kind of close. Chelsea have most possession, but Palace just bombing forward. Mateta being a physical menace like he is. I think the key for Palace is to just hold on to their players that they have.
Yes.
The baseline of their squad is really good.
Yep.
It's just make sure they keep Eze, make sure they try keep Gehi, but maybe those players will leave. I think they'll still be there for the first game of the season at least. So
are you writing our predictions down, or are you just going to watch the video when it comes out?
I watch the video once a day, so I'll make sure.
Oh, so you're the one
memorize it.
Ratcheting up our numbers. Nottingham versus Brentford. Brentford. A
lot of changes there.
Yeah, a lot of changes, huh? And I fancy Nottingham to get off with a win. Nottingham hasn't done much either, have they?
They've lost Elanga, but they've held on to their key players.
Yeah.
And they've also made a couple of signings.
Okay.
I
like Espirito Santos. And
he's a good manager.
He's a good manager. Yeah. What they were doing last year, they made Europe, didn't they?
Yeah. I think they got moved into the Europa League because of Crystal Palace's off-the-field stuff. So that'll be interesting for them, I think, long-term. But I think this week, at home against Brentford, new manager, new front line, I think Forest should take this.
2-0?
I'll give Brentford a goal. I think Brentford are good at set pieces, so they'll cause problems.
Okay.
But this is my favorite bet of the week. I think 2.09 Forest for home win.
I like it as well.
Yeah.
Lump on that. I'm going to put a couple grand on that. Manchester United versus Arsenal. Now, normally, if we were 10 years younger, we'd be talking about this as a big game.
Yeah.
Massive. How massive is it?
I think this is a great, nice early test for Man United, considering their new forward line.
Yeah.
Amarim's had a preseason to now actually make some plans. They've done well in preseason results-wise. Yeah. This will be a good test to see what level are Man United really at, and also what level are Arsenal at. Is he going to come in and be the finisher that they've been lacking? Are their creative problems still going to be there? Defensively, we know Arsenal are arguably the best in the Premier League. So this will really show us, have United fixed their problems, which was a lack of goals?
Yeah.
And are Arsenal going to be clinical now? So
Arsenal's made a couple nice signings.
They have. That's what I think.
I mean, isn't it? What's his name?
Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres.
52 goals last year.
Yeah. I think he got 97 goals in like 100 games for Sporting.
Jeez. Who are you giving this to? Don't give me the flapped lips. Don't give me the fluttered lips.
I think Arsenal, I'm going to give it to Arsenal, but it's just purely because we don't know what United we're getting. I think with Arsenal, we kind of have an idea of what they're going to be. I think they'll dominate possession. They'll be difficult to break down.
Yeah.
And the test really is how can United deal with their attack.
Yeah.
But I can see United countering. I can see United sitting slightly deeper and, with their new forwards, which is, they've made like Mbeumo and Cunha are Premier League proven top scoring, that's a lot of goals they've added to their attack with Bruno. But I'm going to give Arsenal edge this maybe 2-1. I think a one goal margin.
For the same reasons, yes. I think 2-1, maybe 3-1. If the Man United's heads drop a little bit, I see this being very, very close. Hopefully testy. Hopefully a little bit with a bit of fire in it. Fire in the bellies of the boys when they kick off.
It would be great if Arsenal drop points in the first week.
Wouldn't it?
It would be amazing.
Yeah. So you're not even worried about Man United this year? Okay.
I think depending on if they make one or two more signings, they could definitely be in the conversation for European places. I know a couple of weeks ago I said they would finish around 10th.
Yeah.
But I think they have made good signings, and if they do perform, they could push up the table. I'm not worried about title race. Okay, Arsenal are definitely the bigger threat.
So 2-1. South Africa do play Uganda that night as well in the.
I'm gonna have to
in the CONCACAF. I'll text you the score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
So I'm going to go with 2-1 Arsenal as well. And then the game of the season. Leeds versus Everton.
It's been 2 years since you've been able to say that.
I've been a Leeds fan since 1972. 72. You know, it's like been a long time, been a long road. But I do have my Strongbow cider shirt ready to put on Monday night. Leeds haven't done much in terms of buying players and whatnot, eh? But they did finish the top of that league, which
Yeah, I mean, they got 100 points in the championship last season.
Yeah.
So
they didn't have a bad team.
Yeah.
Leeds will just be trying to stay up. You know?
I think all the promoted teams just survive.
Yeah.
Just survive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how do you see this going?
Everton, this time last year, I think there were question marks over, you know, after with Sean Dyche and
there were question marks over everything.
Yeah, off the field, complete mess.
Yeah,
moved into the new stadium. They're targeting good players. I think they've stabilized completely.
Yeah.
I think David Moyes there was a massive improvement since he took over.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be a tough game for Leeds. You know, Everton, they have a good defense when they want to defend deep, they can. Attacking wise, they have some exciting players, but I don't know if they're going to be extremely prolific this season.
Yeah.
I think I might just give Everton an edge here, purely just because better quality. David Moyes is a great manager. I think there's a lot of talk amongst or like online that Farke, Leeds' manager, is one of their weaknesses. So people are already saying that they wanted to fire him in the off season, but they didn't. So I think going into the season, then kind of already accepting that your manager is going to get sacked at some point isn't a
didn't he lead them to 100 points?
Yeah, but I think he's been promoted with quite a few teams.
Yeah,
and then every time he comes to the Premier League, he doesn't adjust very well.
Yeah. Look, I am a Leeds through and through, but I don't wear Leeds glasses, unlike your Liverpool glasses that are fucking.
It's a lot more difficult to wear Leeds
view
glasses
from behind you. I think Everton win 2-1, and it's a cut above. Any other result, I'd be delighted.
Yeah.
Any other result, I'm happy.
Points on the board in the first week.
Yep.
Great stuff.
Absolutely. So for me, Everton 2-1. That's a wrap of our show. Enjoy your trip to Liverpool.
I'll send you videos and photos.
I want videos. I want photos. I want the 8mm snuff videos. Everything. I want it all, man. Anyway, have a great time. And when are you back?
September, first week of September. It's like yeah.
Squeeze me? What?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm also going to Germany.
Ah, scored, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to Germany. So I suppose I'll be doing on this show on my own next week. Or maybe we can. Maybe we can.
I'll phone you from Liverpool.
Yeah, maybe we can do a WhatsApp or something. A Zoom. I hate it, fucking Zooms. Anyway, have a great trip.
Thank you.
Shag yourself senseless. And enjoy it, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.